All we did is get a little bit of dirt, some worms that will be reused, and then we feed them from the garden. Good morning, one and all. Welcome back to Red's Homestead. We're gonna be working on the worm farm today. It's been a couple months since we started, and we have to do a little bit of adjustments before we can actually harvest. I'll show you a few things that I realize is gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna have to fix it before I can actually harvest what's on the bottom. First thing that we actually have to knock out though is get this fixed. This was actually the cover to our first brooder. All it is hardware cloth on top of a square frame or a rectangular frame. And the staples came out, so we have to reattach them. I'm gonna use some poultry staples to secure it better. But this is gonna be our sifter. I'm gonna use this to sift the actual worm casings so I can keep the worms in the farm, but I can use the casings to add to my garden and other things. Oh, and I guess we let a chicken out. And she's roaming around. Miss Sapphire, she's the one of the family that is very obedient. Some people walk their dogs. My wife walks the chickens. In the mind of my wife, you know, we started the day of, we're gonna get a project that we're both gonna knock out. And I think on the very first step of the project, she pulls out a chicken. She pulls out a princess tree. She gets distracted. But hey, we gotta have fun.
Exactly.
Something I should have thought of before I built it this way. Right now, full of mesh on the bottom, so that it's easy for things to come in and out as I made the tower. Problem is, when it's nice and chock full, it's heavy. It's gonna be too much weight on the wire to be able to move it. So what I'm gonna have to do is add some boards along the bottom to help secure the weight. And we're gonna place some musical chairs with this soil, because the one here on the top is not quite ready yet. I mean, it could be, it's pretty close, but it's not quite ready. So I'm going to first secure this one right here, pour all this not so ready soil into this one, and that's gonna be my new bottom. And then once that one's empty, I can take this one off on the bottom, and that one is ready to go to the garden. Again, we'll go back to distractions. Shannon found some old clothes, and now she's going through clothes, seeing what may fit.
That's because my weight has gone so I keep clothes. And now I need skinny clothes.
Back to building. So I think this is going to be enough to make it secure. Now we'll see if I can pull my wife away from the clothes.
Oh, but I'm still not done with the box.
Maybe I'll just get started without her.
It's a cute one.
Oh no, that looks like a I'm gonna kill you spider. First step first, we're gonna transfer everything that's in the top tray right there and put it into this new tray that I just secured. And really it's just scooping it up with our hands and dumping it in. That's about all there is to it. Next step is we're going to be sifting out now the bottom layer, which has all the yummy goodness in it. I'll give you a close-up of that when we bring it out into the light. But first I need to get the wheelbarrow. Right now the wheelbarrow is full of the hay that we pulled out of the hay rack on the inside because we were tired of all the new chickens. That's where they're roosting and pooping on it, so we pulled all the hay out of it.
It needs to be rotated anyways.
Yeah.
Because it needed to dry out a little bit.
This stuff is a little bit better quality than the other straw, the regular one, hay that we have, and we use it for just about everything else. Even though that other hay will be just fine. the rabbits can eat that, get all the fiber they need, and really fill their bellies and not rely mostly on pellets. And it's a cost saver, big time. You might notice all the trash in the chicken coop, or the chicken run. It's not trash, corn husks. Our corn failed miserably.
I'm dying, man. I gotta get some corn.
I mean, 50% of it did. We're pretty sure caterpillars are destroying it, which
It had aphids all over it, but
Aphids and
then
caterpillars.
but I saw the ants, and so I'm like, why are all these black ants on it? Well, apparently the ants eat the aphids, so they killed them all.
And that's something I've never dealt with that before with corn. I mean, I've never really had success. I mean, we've gotten corn, but I've never really.
They were never full.
Yeah, pollination wasn't that great on them, but I've never had them die off like these did. But anyways, long story short, we went ahead and found this farm stand you did with the neighbor, and we got what?
It was a basket of corn for $10, and they're ones that have worms in them.
Yeah.
But the caterpillars or whatever they are at the top, so you just cut them and then.
And that's parts that you see in the chicken run. They ate all the husks will be composted, and they ate the rest of it. So let's get this thing moved in the wheelbarrow right here. This is the exact same principle as how we emptied the other one, except for this one, we only want what's going to be underneath. All the nice, yummy casings should fall through the hardware cloth like compost, and then any leftover eggshell pieces or shavings of some sort should stay on the top.
I need a chicken under my feet. Oh, it's that cricket.
Huh?
It's that cricket spider looking thing. Do you remember at the old house, at the Lawrenceville house, when I was pregnant with Logan and there was like a cricket in the walls?
Yes.
But I think I like stuck a vacuum cleaner hose into like wherever there was like a random hole or something, and it stopped after that. So I think I might have vacuumed it up. It's like torturing me.
So now next time when we empty this, all we have to do is pick this up, empty the bottom.
Okay.
And we have one wheelbarrow full of this stuff. So this stuff is like very sticky. This used to be mostly a mix of topsoil and peat moss. What else did I use? I had some rabbit poop. But so you have your peat moss, like everything else, it just feels fluffy. It feels powdery almost. But then this stuff, it clumps. Like I could really clump it like that. That's because of all the worm poop.
They're
Stuff is gold. The usage is pretty simple. We had this bed right here. Well, actually, this whole half of the garden, to be honest, has just suffered. It is not done well at all. And I think it's the majority of, this was all one kind of soil. This was all bagged soil that I had purchased and brought home. And it could have been junk. Terrible soil. Too many wood chips, plus the wood chips we added on top could be just sucking the nitrogen completely out of the beds. And hopefully this stuff is kind of gonna even it out a little bit more. And the way you do it, it's very simple. You just take a handful or two, spread it around the base of the plant, and let everything go down with the water. So that's what we're gonna do. Applying the worm casings, probably 3 times a year we'll do it. The beginning of each season. I would do it early spring as you're starting your seed starters in the ground. I would do another round in the summer, and I would do another round close to the middle of fall. Then you never have to use anything for fertilizer. it'll do everything. This stuff is gold. This stuff, if you go on Amazon, this will sell pure worm casings, about 4.5 pounds, sells for like $14. We got a good 30, 35 pounds out of that one tray. Think about how much this stuff is worth. That's like 75 bucks. 75 bucks that we didn't have to pay for. All we did is get a little bit of dirt, some worms that will be reused, and then we feed them from the garden. So what we're gonna do is, since we only used about half of this, maybe 2/3 of what we actually had, the rest of it we're gonna be storing in buckets. And just ignore my lovely spray painting work.
Pathetic.
I'm working on it. If I was to sell this stuff, 1 gallon buckets probably hold maybe 4 or 5 pounds worth. I'd sell this bucket for 15 bucks a pop. What I would do on top of that though is I would screen this one more time. So the first time we screened it with a 1/4 inch hardware cloth. I would do it again with maybe a finer screen just to get any more impurities out of it, so it would be pure worm casings, and that's how I can sell it for. So we underestimated actually how much was in the wheelbarrows. Shannon says 8, I think 10, but 10 buckets at $15 a pop. You do the math, 150 bucks. Here in the garden, we've been wondering why we haven't been seeing a whole lot of tomato hornworms in the last probably week and a half. Well, we found evidence as to why. The wasps are taking care of every single one. We've got 1 right there, 2 right there, 3 down there. So what happens, I've talked about this. Oh, look, another one, 4 right there.
Like, they're not even that.
A 5th one right there. So caterpillars aren't going anywhere. They're just not eating anything. They're not eating anything because they're getting eaten alive. How cool is that? Nature's got our backs. Because once they get the eggs on them, they pretty much stop destroying your plant, because, well, you can't really have an appetite when you're getting burrowed inside. So that is cool.
Well, I have been praying over the garden a lot.
Well, it looks like prayers have been answered in the form of caterpillars, of wasps going after the caterpillars. How cool is that?
See any? Not seen them yet. I might need to take a little. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was a juicy one.